Ladies and gentlemen, are these new reward apps actually worth the time and effort? Let's find out together. Hope you enjoy. First up, we have an app called PocketsFull. And this is what it looks like when you first launch it up. Top right corner of the screen, you have your account balance. I have 51 cents worth of my local currency. And the way I was able to actually test today's application was from surveys, everyone. You see, at least here in Australia, I have plenty of surveys that I can go through to try and complete. You'll notice here that I have two pretty solid ones, one for $1.89 for 5 minutes of my time, and one for $1.91 for, again, 5 minutes of my time. Always remember though, with surveys, and in fact all get paid to platforms, there's no guarantees. You may get disqualified, screened out. If you ever used one of these before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But all in all, some pretty average prices here, nothing too extraordinary, but at least they have so many that you can attempt. The highest one in my country right now is $2.36 for 20 minutes. But as you can see, I can attempt to try and get $5 or $10 or so, if I'm lucky enough to actually complete them without being disqualified. Now there is an offer wall system, but sadly there's absolutely none available here in Australia. Perhaps in your own country there may be. And if you're wondering about the withdrawal options, at least in my country, we have gift cards, Litecoin, and PayPal currency. A majority of the gift cards, at least here in Australia, are $1 minimum, everyone. And for today's video, I actually did test out an Amazon withdrawal for you. In fact, I did 2 of them. Now, they actually have 10 pages of gift cards in my country, so I won't waste your time, but you can imagine they have a majority of the businesses that you probably know and love. At least here in Australia, PayPal requires $1.47. Now, what I will say, everyone, is that they actually didn't have this available when I tested the platform. Supposedly, it is available now. So realistically, up to you if you want to go down that path, but I chose Amazon for today's video since it was the lowest I could do. So in roughly 1 hour, I managed to generate $2.49 worth of currency. And surprisingly enough, within about 5 minutes, I received both the withdrawals. So all in all, not too bad. The only thing I really wish they did have available here in Australia were the offers, everyone. So hopefully they do bring that back, or at least allow that to be seen. Well, that's my review on PocketsFull. At least now you know about it. Let's move on to the next app. I just quickly wanted to say, if you enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for your support. Next up, we have Tap Puzzle Away. Now, when it comes to rewards, everyone, generally you don't really want to believe the advertisements, okay? And usually most of these little play-to-earn apps are packed full of false advertisements. At least in my opinion, it's always been that way throughout the years. Either way, this is what it looks like when you launch it up. Top of the screen, you have your in-game currency of coins and your in-game cash. Now, while there are different areas you can unlock technically, we won't really worry about that today. All I cared about was getting through the levels themselves. So this is what the actual level looks like. As you see, we have our little area here that we simply need to move the objects off the map. Very straightforward concept. I'm sure you guys can understand it in 2 seconds. Now, in between all of this, you're going to have advertisements appearing every 30 to 60 seconds, which can be brutally frustrating, but the whole goal is simply just to clear the board, okay? Very, very easy. So I just skipped an ad for you then, everyone, and now that the board is cleared, we have our first actual pop-up. And as you can see, we get our in-game cash as well as the in-game currency, and then we can actually watch an advertisement to get more. Even if you don't want to watch the ad, it's going to play one anyway, so that's how they force you into it, alright? So now that I watched the advertisement, I generated more of the in-game currency. Let me just watch it 4 more times, and I'll show you how much I can get. Alright, so after watching those 5 ads, I now have 17,000 of the in-game currency, with a total of 20,000. And you're probably thinking, okay, what does that actually mean? So as you can see, it states it's now redeemable. And breaking down the actual withdrawal system, 1 cent USD is 10,000 of the in-game cash. Whereas 10 cents is 100,000, 50 cents is 500,000, $1 being 1,000,000, and $5 being 5 million. Each of them has their own limit throughout the day or a week, so please keep that in mind. And obviously I'm here in Australia, so whatever you have is going to be completely different, but that's what's available here. So everyone, let me just break down the test. I played for an hour straight and I managed to generate 10 cents worth of that in-game currency, and I did withdraw, everyone, and yes, it did arrive within about 5 minutes to my PayPal account, which was excellent to see. Now, does that make it worth the time and effort realistically? I think if you go into it with like clear expectations, you'll be okay, but this is just another one of those little play to earn apps, everyone. Just keep that in mind. Get ready to be bombarded with ads. That's my review on Tap Puzzle Away. Let's move on. Next up, we have Vaults of Cleo. And this is what it looks like when you launch it up. Top of the screen, you have your diamond-based currency, a 3-hour timer, and of course your supposed PayPal currency. Underneath that, we have the whole gaming area. I'm sure you guys understand what you're looking at here. Again, I'm not too sure what the fascination is with gambling style games. I mean, even though they're all pretend, I don't know why this developer loves them, but either way. Here you can see we just won a whole bunch of the in-game coins, which again, of course, just remember that's all coins, everyone. We do have to watch an ad to claim them, or we can claim 50%, which forces an advertisement anyway. So what do you reckon you're going to do? Again, it's one of those apps, everyone. Every 30 seconds to 60 seconds, you will see an advertisement. At least, again, here in Australia. Of course, once you watch the advertisement, you get the diamonds, all right? You can just imagine this on repeat over and over again. And very straightforward app. I don't really need to show you anything else here, everyone. It has little mini games, which again, I'm sure you guys have seen before and understand. Like here, we just got some more diamonds. Again, have to watch the ad. So let me just break down how it actually went. I started my test off with 2 hours and 51 minutes on the timer. I played all the way down to 1 hour and 47 minutes and generated 1.1 billion of the diamonds, which you'd think that's a lot, right? Well, everyone, that converted into 23 cents. Which for one of these little apps, that's actually pretty decent. I am happy to say, everyone, I did withdraw that 23 cents worth of currency, and yes, it did arrive within about 3 days to my PayPal account. Now, is that good? Realistically, no, everyone. That's still on the low end, but you can do whatever you want with that information as always, okay? So that's my review of Vaults of Cleo. Let's move on to the next app. Next up, we have Plinko Christmas. Now, you can kind of see how mass-produced these little play-to-earn apps actually are, everyone. Now, we have a Christmas Plinko game, and this is what it looks like. Top of the screen, you have your in-game coins, you have a life system. Bottom of the screen, you have an upgrade area, a shop, and of course, your gem-based currency with a 3-hour timer and your supposed PayPal currency. So the thing about the Plinko games, everyone, while of course they're all pretend and nothing got to do with gambling, they are still pretty fun to pass the time. This one actually mixes a bingo element with the Plinko element. So all in all, pretty decent. But realistically, you're playing it because they're offering rewards, or at least trying to promise them. So how does it actually equal up? I mean, you can already tell how the game's gonna go just by looking at it. Again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. There's mini games and other type of features to try and get you to watch ads. I feel like you have to have a certain knack for watching ads if you're going to be a fan of these type of little apps, everyone, alright? Because you're going to see them all the time. But let me just break down how today's test went. So I started the test off with almost 3 hours on the timer. I then played for an hour straight and generated 10,000 of the gem. That left me with a total of 6 cents USD at the end of that countdown. Again, nothing revolutionary at all. And if you're wondering if the upgrades actually help you or not, in my opinion, no, not really. I feel like it's all just for show and just to pretty much keep you playing. Same thing with the shop, everyone. Essentially, you can get some life with the coins. But either way, I withdrew the 6 cents worth of currency. And yes, everyone, I am happy to say, within about 5 minutes again, I did receive the currency to my PayPal account. So more and more, we're starting to see only a few developers actually control the market for these type of play-to-earn apps, which is, again, pretty disappointing. I'm hoping for more variety this year in 2026. We can only hope. That's my review on Plinko Christmas. Now you know about it. Next, I want to talk about JustPlay quickly. So everyone, JustPlay has been changing all the time, okay? I swear every time I look at it, they have new things added to the application. Now, does that actually mean that it's getting any better? Look, I ran some tests a couple of weeks ago, and I have to say, I'm pretty disappointed still. I did a 50-minute test, okay, and I had $5.41 in my balance. I generated 1 million of the coins in 45 minutes or so, and my balance went from $5.41 to $5.97, okay? So we are not even talking 50 cents there. If you guys have used JustPlay recently, please share your experiences with me, because I swear it's getting worse as the years go on. Check out my channel for almost 1,000 reviews. Stay safe out there.